One in the middle. The spider's still chasing me. God damn it. She's got the bomb. That spider fucked everything up.
Do or die. Bomb spotted. I'm defusing the bomb. We've been wiped out.
Oh yeah, he has padded steps too. Yeah. What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Glimpse gameplay, and today we're going to talk about our very first impressions of the new Rogue for Rogue Company Glimse. So let's head over and check it out. So last week on Tuesday, they did the Glimse update and Glimse was added into the game. I did not have the opportunity to jump on the PTS to actually try her out to kind of see how I feel about her beforehand, but they did a very short PTS cycle, and then the following Tuesday, they actually released her into the full game for everyone to play. And I think that Glimse is a very polarizing character. I think that there are a ton of benefits that she actually adds into the game, and there's a very interesting character concept here. But I also think that there are some things that they could do to make this playing experience a little bit better for people playing with Glimse and people playing against Glimse. I think that her ability is really interesting, and I think it's really unique for the game. I think that it is something that was needed to be added to the game for a very long time. A character that is a little bit more passive, a little bit more slower played, and that actually has some type of a stealth ability other than Lancer, because it's kind of the polar opposite of Lancer if you think about it. Lancer is up in your face, run and gun, try to get advantage on people. You're not making any noise when you use her ability. You're just rotating around the map. You have another character that can go invisible. The only way that they can maintain full invisibility is if they are crouched. Even whenever they have padded steps and they're slow walking, you still are very noticeable. I do like the fact that the ability actually doesn't have like a cooldown or a one-time use. I do like the fact that it has a bar and you can kind of trigger it at will until that bar is fully depleted. I think that that is something that is very interesting, and I think that that's going to help them come up with ways to develop characters in the future with more unique ability sets. Her passive ability is absolutely incredible. I do love the fact that she has a passive ability where she can kind of pinpoint in a general idea where people are. I wish that they would put information out there to actually tell you how close you had to be to someone to get this information, and I wish that it was a little bit more consistent with the information that it's giving you, because it's like sometimes you'll know. Sometimes you won't know, but sometimes you will know. And to me, it needs to be something where it's like it's either all the time or none of the time whenever you're receiving this information. And they need to elaborate how far away you have to be from someone to get this information. If the distance right now is, let's say, 20 meters, right? And it sometimes triggers. We'll bring it down to 10 and then have it something that whenever you're slow walking, or give us predefined criteria to meet in order to get this pop-up. Sometimes I'm behind cover and it pops up. Sometimes I'm walking around and it actually pops up. I don't know what causes to trigger this information. I know that it pulls up like sound waves and things like that, and that's kind of what triggers it when you're going against the enemy team, but there's not enough information for me there. But I do think that it is really interesting and unique passive ability. As for her perks, I think her perk set is great other than padded steps. I understand that padded steps is a very, very important perk for rogues to have. I understand that like pretty much every new rogue that's came out the last couple has had padded steps added to them. It's getting to the point now where it's like either give everyone padded steps, raise the cost of what padded steps is right now, or take padded steps completely out of the game. Because when you go against a full stack of 4 people that have padded steps, it is not a very fun experience. Whenever you're playing with a full stack of people with padded steps, it's not a very fun experience. It kind of diminishes the actual playability of the game, in my opinion. I think that it's good that some characters have it and some characters don't, but I also think that like people are starting to recognize what this perk is, what its ability is, and how to utilize that in order to gain, you know, of course, advantages and do the things that they need to do in these games. I understand that it's not a perk that would be like really used all that much in like respawn type game modes, but I think that they need to go in there and increase the price of it in demolition alone, or they need to do something else with it. That's my personal opinion. As for going against her and the things that they could do to make it a little bit more fluid whenever you're actually playing with and against her, I think that the sound cue that it gives off whenever you're invisible needs to be something that you can't really hear on your team whenever you're playing with a glimpse and you have a glimpse on your team. I think that that audio cue needs to go away, the humming, and I think that they need to actually up the audio cue from an invisible glimpse on the enemy team a little bit and give it more of a directional identity. Because right now whenever you hear it, you can kind of get an idea depending on where you're standing of where this person is moving from, but if you're in a wide open space and she's invisible close to you, it just sounds like she's on top of you. You really can't pinpoint what direction it actually is in. Even if you spin around in circles or whatever you're doing, you really can't get a sense of direction. Not the same way you do the footsteps. And since they introduced the game, we've been trained to listen for the footsteps and exactly where they are. I think that the same thing needs to be applied into the glimpse and visibility when you're playing against her. I think that a couple of small subtle changes to the character would actually make her way more fun to play, way more fun to play up against, and it would actually increase the viability of the character, in my opinion. I think that all in all, I think that she's a fun rogue to play. I think that she's going to be played occasionally. I don't think that it's going to be a rogue that's going to be first picked or first banned in ranked or in competitive play. I think there's too many things that can actually counter her in order to do that, but we'll see. Time will tell, and we'll see what they actually end up doing with the character in the future, and if they decide to make any changes to her. Because I think if they made a couple of small changes, some give and takes on it, then it would actually help things out, and it would actually make her much more of a viable rogue. Well, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that she's balanced right now, or do you think that there are some changes that need to be made to her? And if you think there's changes, what changes would you make to make her a better playing character? Also, be sure to check the description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.
Lethal out. Spotted.
My boy, the resin.
Right here.
I got you.
Eliminated.
I always swap it out for the LMP.
There's somebody.
Spider's coming.
I'm planting the bomb.
Got Sigrid over here.
Got her toes. Somebody at the back. Where's he at? He's moving up right now. Hit him a little.
Destroy the enemy force. Nice work.
That is cool.
I like that a lot.
Like a high alert.
Yeah, yeah.
fun to play Dahlia. And they're gonna get murked up there.
They're coming in behind us.
Death approaches.
Spider.
There's 3. Stuck her.
Get up, bro. They should have aimed for my head.
He's in front of me.
All enemies have been
Thank
eliminated.
you. I had to reload both weapons.
Yeah, I saw a little trade-off.
Yeah. I know.
Are we going to B?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and let them get his ass out of here.
I'm planting the bomb.
Somebody's coming. God damn it. There's 2 right here.
Lethal out.
Get in there, guys. Get her in the back.
Work team. Checks in the mail. A foregone conclusion.
Okay.
Now, it was only 1 game, but the server does feel better.
It does. I'm not getting stutters or anything.
That shit drives me crazy.
I know. Yeah, that was a fun game, man. It was good.